So let's start with field instruments. Examples are pressure gauges, temperature gauges, and level glasses. Field instruments give readings only in their positions in the field, but their readings don't show in the control room. That's why they are more commonly used in jobs related to field or for non-critical readings than can be checked from time to time on the long run. So, for example, in case of a pump, we shall need to add a pressure gauge at the pump suction and at the pump discharge. We shall also need to add a differential pressure gauge on the strainer at the pump suction. This strainer is very important during startup in order to catch any debris or dirt that may cause pump damage. So during startup, it's important to watch the pump suction pressure along with the pressure drop through the pump strainer. Once it reaches an unacceptable value, the pump should be stopped and the strainer should be cleaned. And this procedure shall be repeated until the pump can work safely. On the pump discharge, it's common to throttle a valve on the pump discharge and watch the pressure gauge during startup. The discharge pressure can now be read on the pressure gauge, and once there is a continuous flow and back pressure is adjusted in the pump through the downstream equipment or components, then the isolation valves can be now fully opened and the system has started up. Another example is for a water cooler. In non-critical coolers, where there is no continuous control on the fluid temperature through the water flow, there is a temperature gauge on the inlet and the outlet of the hot side. On the water side, there is a globe valve. An operator can adjust the valve opening while watching the temperature of the fluid. Then once the temperature is adjusted, the valve opening is left as it is. When talking about level reading, an operator can use level gauges on vessels where the interface level between the two fluid phases can be clearly seen. This is the easiest and the most accurate reading of the level. However, it's limited to the field at the end.